Hello! Welcome back to Final Fantasy X. When we last left off, we got introduced to the combat system for real this time and learned about swapping characters. And we were just about to leave Besaid Island and head towards Kilika, which is the place where Yuna has to go next to pray to the faith and learn a new summon and become cooler and stuff. And Tidus is kind of going along for the ride because he needs to go to the place where the sports happen. I also streamed about an hour and a half of some level grinding, not a whole lot. As you can see, the characters have progressed a little bit on the sphere grid. Not because the game is hard, just because I wanted to have a little bit extra power to make combat happen quicker, so we can see the story, because that's really what I'm here for. Also, the music, I've mentioned this before. Anyway. Crap. Making sure I'm recording, give me a second. Sorry about that, it happens. I get scared that I didn't press the share button. So everybody on Besaid loved Yuna. Because they did, I guess. And there's a reason everybody's extra sad, but, you know, you'll find out about that later.
Goodbye.
I can't help myself, I'm humming to it. There's like 4 pieces of music in the soundtrack that really make me in the mood for playing the video game more. And in fact, the reason I'm recording so soon is because I wanted to play the game more, even if it's just fighting enemies. I want some more new enemies. Also, on the sphere grid, I got kind of locked out by ability spheres because I ran out of them. And I don't like skipping nodes, so I would have, like, not made any progress leveling. I would just have the points there. I also, Tidus totally hijacked that dude's binoculars. Also, you know, casual fan service. You know, no big deal. I think the guy took the binoculars back, or Tidus dropped them. Yeah, he dropped them in the water. Yo, binoculars, dude, come back. Where you going?
Oh, those fascinating clothes you're wearing.
That's a fascinating face you have. Dumb.
Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All remains not a waka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Owaka, buddy.
But someday, the name Awaka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lead.
So I have like 3,000 monies because of, you know, grinding. I'm gonna give him some. I don't know why. But I want to see if it'll do something later, maybe.
I guess it pays to ask, thank. Fine seed money for the Awaka merchant empire.
So he's like a recurring merchant throughout the game, and I think giving him money now either lowers his prices later or gives him better stock or something. Maybe. Waka, what up?
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory, too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
It's a blitzball. It's another blitzball. Kimari. Yuna?
Word is that summoner's got noble blood.
I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter.
You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
Sorry about that. I was taking a drink.
I don't know who you are or where you came from. If you interfere with Yuna's pilgrimage, we won't take it lightly.
Hey, listen, Black Mage, all I gotta do is hit you like... Oh, a punch, actually. You have more health than me. Nah.
I don't know who...
Waka, what's up?
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Cough, cough. Titus has dad problems. Cough.
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
After she literally just said, I don't like you and I don't know who you are, he's trying to have friendly banter. So apologize about the bit of coughing. I have some gubbins in my throat.
The wind. It's nice.
Same. I mean, what? I am the wind. So I'm nice. Right, Yuna? No? Fine. Just trying to ruin the moment.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
I don't believe your mouth is syncing up with your words, Titus.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Plot twist. Go on.
Jacked. My father. His name is Jacked.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man. He died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jekt came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jekt 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Oh yeah, hate to interrupt your guys' moment here, but you realize you're on the ocean, and death whale. Yeah, figured I'd bring that up while it's important. The boat suddenly became CG. Guys, look, a whale is breaching! Isn't it majestic?
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Isn't whale hunting illegal or something? I mean, I know I'm bringing this up now, but you guys just harpooned a creature of the ocean that has been protected, like, by the world and stuff. Of course, I guess death whales and regular whales are two different things, right? Man, that CG waters. Dem CG scales. That pre-rendered background. Oh, also Kimari's in the party now. So, everybody needs to take an action. Yuna's action will be summoning her Aeon to finish the boss off. But everybody else needs to attack so they can at least get some XP. Hit the fin! Fuck, I'm not gonna question the, impossibleness of that ball actually hitting the fin. I'm just gonna say, alright. And Tidus hits like a truck compared to Kimari because of a little bit of leveling I've done. I'm gonna bring back in Tidus and have him use haste on Lulu, because she does all the damage with her mages. Or even bring back in Yuna so I can get Valfor's overdrive up. That way I can get an overkill on the boss. That's another thing. Whenever you get an overkill on an enemy, like, they drop more items and give more XP. So I try to finish off every single boss in the game with an Aeon's overdrive or something else. I don't know how much damage it'll do though, that's the thing. I can't guarantee an overkill. I'm just gonna do it, because he's gonna summon 3 more baby scales.
When's this going to end? The fin, quick!
So the game expects you to kill a bunch of scales before it tells you the fin is vulnerable. Which is neat, I guess. Also, the Aeon's overdrives are one of the coolest things in the game because most of them end with explosions or lasers. Or exploding lasers in the case of this one. Alright, I'm gonna not go quiet now because there's another segment to this boss fight. Never mind. Guys, you scared the whale away. You suck. I didn't get to take pictures. Oh yeah, where's Titus? Hey Waka, you realize there's a death whale in the ocean, right? Like, I know Titus is literally gonna win the Blitzball tournament for you. But, the words death and whale mean something where I come from. Also, this is the first and only time in the entire game that somebody uses a potion in a cutscene. And I think this is the first and only time in any Final Fantasy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh no, it's a shark! Also, Titus has a new overdrive mode called Slayer, meaning when he kills enemies, his overdrive meter charges. So I'm gonna get it up and, wow, I didn't mean to say it like that. Going to charge his overdrive, and then, probably kill the boss. This thing's pretty dangerous when you have, like, your default health, but, everybody's a little bit more buffer than they were. Not a whole lot to be said. This is another one of those, like, mash the X button boss fights. Hey, are you dead yet? No. My boy. My boy. You do realize what this means, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. Harpooning whales and killing sharks. This crew's got some issues to deal with once they get to shore. Or are there laws on the ocean? That would have been like 5 level ups for everybody. Oops, I guess. I'm gonna unplug my mic now and let you guys enjoy the scene.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
So, by enjoy, I meant cry. This is... The scene in Xanarkand when Sin destroys Xanarkand is pretty intense. But you don't have any connection or feelings for it yet.
Greetings. I am the summoner.
Yuna, I'm talking. Whereas Kilika, you see, like, the kids playing and stuff, and then Sin comes completely, you know... Nobody knows he's coming, and then wipes everybody out. And there's a little scene coming up. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna end the episode right after that. But it's the first real emotional scene after this bit right here. Anyway.
Yuna, I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
That little bit will be explained in a second. But, first off, those two NPCs, the voice actors weren't showing...
We'll see what we can do to help in town.
Okay, Waka. The voice actors for those, two people didn't sound like they were devastated after watching, you know, everybody they know and love die, but, you know, that's not for me to judge or anything. So, one thing I do kind of like is, like, the Besaid Aurochs immediately start trying to help out. Right. Not their village, not their town, but they understand the devastation that Sin can bring. Alright, gonna unplug myself again so I don't make, like, mouth noises.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
So, how was it? Yeah. Not too much else to say. Also, has anybody else noticed the, references to Christianity? Anybody? No? Like, some of those things will become a lot more clear as the game goes on and some big things are revealed. But, yeah. Also, another thought that I just had. People say that Kefka Palazzo is the best Final Fantasy villain of all time. No. I think Sin is a good villain, even though he's a murder whale. Because he's there for the entire game, and you don't really know a whole lot about him until later. So it's this big terrifying threat that looms over everybody, and you're going on a journey to prevent it and stop it. Anyway, this episode might have run a bit long, and it was a bit heavy as far as, stuff goes. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.